By some estimates, the legalized cannabis industry will see nearly $22 billion in total annual sales by the year 2020. And in what some experts call an era like the Wild Wild West, it can be difficult to determine where to begin when it comes to getting involved from a business or investment standpoint. Black Enterprise attended the Viridian Cannabis Investor Conference in New York. Viridian is a specialized boutique banking and strategic advisory firm that provides research, investment banking, investor relations, and corporate development services to emerging growth companies in the cannabis sector. We spoke with founder and CEO Scott Greiper.
The industry did about $3 billion in sales last year. It's up from $1.5 billion year before. Up from $800 million the year before. We're growing at about an 80% compounded rate, and it's linearly tied to new states. So 2016 is going to be a big year. We expect as many as 4 new medical states to come on board, but the big hit is 7 to 10 more recreational states. There's only 4 today, Colorado and Washington being the first 2. So if we add that many more states, that's what grows the market. From a purely economic reason, the states are recognizing a good amount of tax revenues. Colorado recognized about $80 million in net tax revenues last year. The property values in the states that are legalizing have risen, in Colorado by about 12%. Unemployment rates come down in the states that are legalizing because there's new business opportunities. The rates of lethal fatal car accidents has gone down. The rates of admissions of overdoses of hard narcotics is down. It's working. Anarchy is not breaking out. So there's social reasons, there's economic reasons for more and more states to legalize. Companies that were creating software products on a mobile device so that they can walk into a dispensary and get a frequent shopper card so they're paid to come back in. There are companies out there on the security side. Actually, in the security industry, there's been the development of a large African-American community protecting dispensaries, protecting customer data. There's companies on the biotech side, the science side, that people are able to come into. There's new brands of strains. There's new packaging that a vape would go into that just calls on creativity. That's not endemic to a white person or any person. So there's 12 different product sectors in this market that we've defined. And the opportunity for male, female, black or white are across the board in all of those. It's very, very difficult to raise money in this sector because most of the professional institutional investors are staying over there. They're peering over, they hear what's going on, they see all the public companies, they want in, but they're afraid of what their board member will think, their limited partner will think. So for the early entrepreneur coming into this sector, you've got to surround yourselves with a real board of directors. We help you do that. That brings you validation, that brings you visibility, that brings you cachet. You've got to have a real chief financial officer because ultimately people are giving you money in a federally illegal product. You have to have the right capability to manage that money. You have to build a team that has operational excellence if you're going to attract money and succeed as an entrepreneur. Well, as with any nascent technology sector, whether it's the internet or it's social media or it's biotech, there is always a mad rush to buy the first stocks that appear. And as a result of that, they get overinflated and overvalued. That happened here. Our index was up almost 400% last year. Well, that's not sustainable. So it really is a matter of being smart, doing your homework, engaging Viridian to cherry pick. Because amidst the 34% decline in our index last year were several companies that had triple-digit gains, several sectors that had triple-digit gains. So it's not a theme anymore. This is not thematic investing. I'm going to buy cannabis. You've got to pick the right sectors that are showing real revenue growth, profitable revenue growth, and attracting the real money. We track all of that. So in answer to your question, you have to be discerning, and you have to do your homework.
Scott Greiper, CEO and founder of Viridian Capital Advisors, a premier investment bank in this space. Thank you so much for joining us.
Oh, thank you so much. Really enjoyed it, Stacey.
I'm Stacey Tisdale, Senior Editor for Personal Finance at Black Enterprise.